Hi, this is Arthur, and this is a summary of the story of the Trailblaze mission Cats Among Pigeons, released in the game Honkai Star Rail version 2.1. The story picks up directly after the end of the last Trailblaze mission, The Sound and the Fury. The Trailblazer is in a room with Aventurine where they watch the dead body of Robin disintegrate. Aventurine explains this is a replicated memory. Robin did not die here. Aventurine says the family promises no one can die in the Penacony dreamscape. Normally, if you die in the dreamscape, you will be forcibly awakened into reality. But Robin's death is different. Aventurine suspects the only person capable of killing Robin in the dreamscape is Acheron. Aventurine suspects Acheron is not a Galaxy Ranger, though she is an Emanator. Side note, Emanators are directly granted powers by the Aeons. Black Swan then enters the room and endorses Aventurine. Aventurine proposes he and the Astral Express crew work together. Aventurine's ultimate goal is to take possession of Penacony for the IPC. The IPC has repeatedly tried negotiating with the family to no success. Side note, the IPC stands for the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation and is the organization Aventurine works for. All Aventurine wants is for the Astral Express crew to investigate Robin's death and bring it into the light. Aventurine hopes to use Robin's death to prove death may be possible in the dreamscape. He will then use this information as leverage to bring the family to the negotiating table with the IPC. Aventurine tells the Trailblazer to discuss it with her crew and leaves. Black Swan chats for a bit before escorting the Trailblazer out of the memory zone. Before she leaves, Black Swan gives the Trailblazer a card that may help her in the future. The Trailblazer then meets with the rest of the Astral Express crew. Cut back to when Acheron was fighting Sam. We cut again to a few days before when Acheron was at the Everflame Mansion. Side note, the Everflame Mansion is a group that follows the path of destruction and received an invitation to Penacony. Acheron subdued all members of the mansion and now holds Duke Inferno under her blade. Acheron wants Duke Inferno's invitation and offers to spare his life. Duke Inferno declines the offer and wants to fight to the death. In honor of his decision, Acheron reveals she is not an emanator of the hunt. It is implied Acheron kills Duke Inferno off-screen. Cut back to Sam and Acheron. Acheron stops the fight and both agree the Astral Express is not their enemy. Sam says if Acheron's goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, she should look into the family. Sam also says Elio only told him to get the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. Side note, Elio is the leader of the Stellaron Hunters and seems to be able to see the future. Fighting Acheron was Sam's attempt to deviate from Elio's prediction of the future, but it failed. They leave each other and we cut to the Astral Express crew in the Golden Hour. After some discussion, they decide to accept Aventurine's offer while also working with the family to investigate Firefly and Robin's death. They chat some more and split into groups to investigate. Welt stays behind and asks Acheron to come out. Acheron steps out. Welt asks Acheron to reveal her true intentions or he will disintegrate her. Acheron says she's after the Watchmaker's legacy and suspects it is related to the Trailblaze. Acheron asks for Welt's help and for now, Welt agrees. Cut to Black Swan in a hotel room in reality. Black Swan has Acheron's invitation to Penacony, the one Acheron took from Duke Inferno. Black Swan somehow recovers the memories associated with the invitation. Unfortunately, some of the memories have somehow been erased. Just then a voice speaks to her and says she is Constance. Constance says she can tell Black Swan Acheron's secret. The phone rings and we cut to a memory of Aventurine. Years ago, the Sigonian sovereignty is established and joins the Interstellar Congress. Sigonia 4 is a planet with a harsh environment filled with several tribes trying to survive the desert wilderness. The people of Sigonia 4 believe in deities completely separate from the Aeon belief system. We see a baby Aventurine and his mother praying for him. Their god's name is Gallagher Triclops. In this memory, Aventurine's father is already dead and it seems his mother will die soon too. As she prays, the sky miraculously rains and his mother continues praying. Aventurine's birth name is Kakavasha, meaning child blessed by Gallagher. Aventurine then wakes up and is greeted by Dr. Ratio. Dr. Ratio confirms no one seems to know about Robin's death and the family is hiding it. Dr. Ratio tells Aventurine Sunday wants to meet with him, so they head over. They make their way to Sunday. Aventurine anticipates there is a traitor in the family and intends to use this information to negotiate. They negotiate and discuss something called a cornerstone. Cornerstones are treasured assets of the Strategic Investment Department of the IPC. They are sacred stones that grant significant power and every liquidation specialist holds one. Side note, Topaz and Aventurine both hold cornerstones. Just then, Sunday invokes the power of the Harmony which forces Aventurine to tell the truth. First, Sunday forces Aventurine to reveal he is likely the last surviving Avgin, a race of people massacred long ago. Next, Sunday forces Aventurine to reveal where his cornerstone is and takes possession of it. Cut to a few hours earlier where Dr. Ratio betrays Aventurine and reveals Aventurine's plan to Sunday in exchange for information on Stellarons. Dr. Ratio also reveals the location of Aventurine's cornerstone. Cut back to the present where Sunday says Aventurine was deceptive in his answers so now has 17 system hours to live. Sunday tasks Aventurine to investigate the traitor in the family, and if he can provide new insights, he can coalesce into the Harmony and be with his family. If Aventurine fails, he will suffer the wrath of the Eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom. Sunday gives Aventurine back his bag of money he submitted earlier and sends him on his way. Cut to another of Aventurine's memories where his sister is scolding him. A young Aventurine gambled with catechins in order to win back his sister's necklace. Side note, catechins belong to another clan on Sigonia 4. Aventurine belongs to the Avgin clan. Aventurine's sister emphasizes his safety is more important than the necklace. The young Aventurine questions Gaiata Triclops as his father and mother are currently dead. Cut back to the Trailblazer at the hotel in reality. They investigate the area and see many IPC workers and Topaz. They speak to Topaz, who says she is here to back up Aventurine. Other than an Aventurine, no members of the IPC are allowed in the dreamscape. They then speak with some bloodhounds who inadvertently revealed Gallagher is at Dream's Edge. They head over and meet with Gallagher. Gallagher suggests they go somewhere else to talk. Cut to Acheron and Welt chatting a bit before cutting to Black Swan. Black Swan chats with someone saying Acheron is an emanator who should not exist. Cut back to Aventurine talking to Dr. Ratio. Despite Dr. Ratio's betrayal, Aventurine's plan will continue. Dr. Ratio even gives Aventurine something to help and leaves. Aventurine then goes around asking for information in exchange for money, but to no success. The ringing in Aventurine's ears is also getting worse, likely a result of whatever Sunday did to him. Just then, Sparkle shows up. Turns out, Aventurine's true goal was to act pathetic in order to draw out Sparkle. Aventurine says his goal is still to find out the truth and the means to expose it. They chat a bit, and Sparkle offers a button that can supposedly destroy Penacony. Aventurine declines and says he's planning his own grand finale for the downfall of the family. When that happens, Aventurine asks Sparkle to hit the button and light up the sky. Sparkle agrees. Cut to another of Aventurine's memories. Aventurine is now a slave and survived the massacre of his people. Aventurine's owner arranged a death game with 34 other slaves and Aventurine. Cut back to the Trailblazer and Gallagher. They meet someone named Siobhan and have a drink. As they talk, they bring up someone named Mikhail. Gallagher mentions Firefly, and it is as if she never existed. Gallagher confirms death has occurred before, but only to a relatively small number of people. What happened to Firefly is different and something he's never seen before. Gallagher also says the invitation sent out included a message not from the family, but from the Watchmaker. Despite being the father of Penacony, the Watchmaker is an enemy of the family. The Watchmaker's name is Mikhail. Gallagher then takes them to Clock Studios theme park. Gallagher explains Penacony used to be an IPC prison. Prisoners were brought here to help the Garden of Recollection salvage leaking memoria from the macro void. After being here a while, the dreams of prisoners started intersecting and people were able to meet each other in their dreams. Eventually, the prisoner named Hanunu broke free and fought against the IPC alongside many others. Among them was the Watchmaker. Hanunu and his allies eventually won their freedom, but there were still problems. That's when the Watchmaker approached the family and suggested they turn the prison into a planet of festivities. That's how Penacony was born. Gallagher considers himself one of the Watchmaker's many children. Some time ago, the Oak family set up Gallagher and the other Watchmaker allies. The Watchmaker was too old to protect them, so Gallagher and the others left Penacony and were branded traitors by the family. Gallagher and his partners intended to clear the Watchmaker's name, but over time just gave up. The family later accepted Gallagher back as an officer. Since then, Gallagher has been cut off from his partners in his past. Gallagher later heard the Watchmaker died in obscurity. It seems someone else took the Watchmaker's name and was secretly working against the family. Gallagher doesn't know who it is, but believes Firefly's death is linked to the Watchmaker's legacy. Gallagher then says goodbye as something has come up. We cut to Acheron and Welt at the Dewlight Pavilion. The two go to the family's council chamber and investigate. They find a letter from Robin to Sunday saying there is a traitor in the family, and it is likely one of the 4 family heads. Robin also suspects this traitor controls the Memory Zone meme. They also find a list of over 100 victims of death. They also find letters criticizing Sunday's recent performance as the head of the Oak family. Just then Sunday arrives and they chat a bit. Cut to another of Aventurine's memories. Aventurine is being interrogated by a member of the IPC named Jade for defrauding the IPC. Aventurine tells Jade this was all done to meet with Diamond, chief of the Strategic Investment Department, in order to offer his services. Jade declines to bring Diamond, but accepts Aventurine's offer and recruits him into the IPC. Cut back to Aventurine in the present, who starts hallucinating because of what Sunday did to him. Through his hallucinations, we learn more about Aventurine. We learn Aventurine was once invited to join the Masked Fools, but joined the IPC instead. We learn Aventurine's mother said goodbye to them before he and his sister escaped the catechins pursuing them by playing dead. We learn Dr. Ratio betraying Aventurine was part of Aventurine's plan. We learn Sunday never had Aventurine's cornerstone. Sunday had Jade's. It seems Jade and Topaz offered Aventurine their cornerstones and are working with him. Aventurine actually shattered his cornerstone earlier and hid the shards with the rest of the cheap baubles Sunday gave back. The shattered cornerstone still has some power left that Aventurine can use. We learn that Aventurine's sister is likely dead. Aventurine then says goodbye to the hallucinations of his past and future selves before continuing with his plan. We then see another memory of Aventurine's sister saying goodbye to Aventurine before learning of a massive attack from the Kataka clan on the Avgin. This is where Aventurine's sister likely died. Aventurine moves forward with his plan and walks to his so-called death. Cut to Acheron and the Astral Express crew. They meet up and intend to question Aventurine. Just then, they hear Aventurine's voice inviting everyone to Clock Studios' theme park. They all head over and the place is empty. Once there, Aventurine announces his plan of killing them all, detonating the Stellaron inside the Trailblazer and leading the IPC fleet to Penacony. They fight Aventurine before cutting to another memory of Acheron chatting with someone. It seems Acheron is actually an emanator who follows the path of nihility. Acheron then unleashes a massive slash that defeats Aventurine. Acheron and Aventurine then find themselves in front of a giant black hole and have a chat. In this chat, Aventurine reveals his whole plan was to prove true death does not exist in Penacony. When you die in the dream in the way Firefly and Robin did, you are exiled somewhere related to the Watchmaker's legacy. The Trailblazer's true identity is also somehow related. Aventurine says Penacony is a walled-off island surrounded by a deep sea. Aventurine's plan was to prove this by dying in the dream, allowing him to pierce that wall. Then he would return, proving that true death does not exist in Penacony. Acheron says someone else already did that. Acheron also says Aventurine is lucky her blade is able to cut through the veil of dreams and even remove the Harmony brand Sunday put on Aventurine earlier. Acheron then tells Aventurine to look in his pocket. Aventurine takes out Dr. Ratio's gift from earlier, which tells him the impossible in the dreamscape is not death, but dormancy. Aventurine then has one last chat with his younger self before walking into the black hole. We cut to a conversation between Topaz and Jade. The light of Aventurine's cornerstone disappeared, and Jade's cornerstone is now within the family's territory. Jade says it is time to start harvesting. Cut to the Trailblazer and Sam within the memory zone depths. Sam reveals she is Firefly. Cut to Gallagher talking to Sunday. Sunday accuses Gallagher of being connected to the killer. Gallagher calls Sunday crazy and also calls him brother. Sunday says he sees through Gallagher's disguise and that Gallagher is actually a minion of the Enigmata. Side note, the Enigmata is another path belonging to another Aeon. Sunday asks Gallagher why he killed Robin. Sunday is then seemingly killed by the Memory Zone meme. And that is the end of this mission in this video. If you like what you've seen here, please like, comment, and subscribe.